Greetings and salutations. I am the Raven. This is Arcade Spirits. Joining me is JKLantern.
E-Honda, Street Fighter or Streetest Fighter?
What?
StarprincessHLC.
There is no star, only Zool.
So jeez.
Oh no.
Oh, noise.
Someone get the Ghostbusters on the line. Sir Lodge.
Do
Do we have friends on the other side?
No copyright.
Oh, it's going
We'll
to be.
be fine.
It's only a matter of time before I hit by the next one. Viola.
Hello. I still have popcorn.
My name is V. I have popcorn.
Yes.
If I were a summoner, I'd have a horn. I like to ride on chocobos. It's better than having afros.
I mean, it's true.
And finally, we have Yoko, who's apparently the owner of a big old barber franchise.
Okay, guys, I've just received the script, and yeah, the screenwriters are completely desperate. Please follow the script for once.
What? You get a
Never!
script?
You're
Lucky.
if you don't follow the script, we're cutting your salary.
I don't think any of us have one.
Paying them?
Exactly.
We get a salary?
I
didn't
get
know
2 potatoes each night for dinner.
If you don't
Yeah,
follow-
they
if you
usually
don't
follow
follow
it, yeah.
the script, we'll take those potatoes back.
The air conditioning hits me like a cool breeze, albeit one smelling of copper and corn chips.
That's not a bad smell.
As it's early in the morning on a weekday, it's not too packed with gamers. Although it's so packed with games, I'd probably have a hard time finding anyone anyway. At once, I'm struck by something odd.
My god, they don't have Marvel vs. Capcom!
I actually recognize most of these games.
Oh, neat.
Considering I haven't walked into an arcade in over a decade, that's probably not great. Lots of vintage stuff here from the looks of it. Like, really old.
My god, they have the original Pac-Man.
Although, you say that. Although I don't
Let's use
recognize
it.
that game with the stage lights and things. Maybe it's karaoke or dancing? A Japanese import?
Dance
Yeah.
Revolution! Yeah!
That's what
Yes,
it is,
it
actually.
There's actually a Dance Revolution in the arcade I was talking about. I should check it out at some point, maybe.
That's...
Checking. That would be Showtime Stage, a collaboration of Mihana Heavy Industry Concern and Hubris Records in Germany. It's won a lot of awards.
Those are very specific names.
Nihana
Yes.
and Hubris.
Mm-hmm.
Don't forget the concern in the middle.
Huh. I recognize most of these games. Whoa, is that seriously a Mr. Moopy's Magic Maze?
There's your
The one
Pac-Man.
in the middle with the split screens is new to me.
Skee ball!
Fist of Discomfort, a hybrid real-time strategy and brawler beat-em-up. It's actually not that new. It's been a staple of the esports scene for the last 8 years.
2 genres I was utterly lousy at last time I checked. And over here is an old lady.
Yeah.
Francine!
Sorry, ma'am. I was just talking to myself and had an overwhelming urge to complete my sentences. Thankfully, I don't think she even registered me calling her old. She looked up from her knitting, seated behind the ticket prize redemption desk, and offers a wrinkly smile.
Hello, dearie.
Well, hello there. Always nice to meet someone new in the Funplex.
The what?
Francine's Arcade Funplex. Didn't you see the sign out front, dear?
I'm sorry, I can't read signs.
Oh, that'll be a little
Alright,
Learn
problematic.
to
alright,
read in
you
the
are
meantime,
Sparrowson.
man.
Well, I chose to knock off the first two words when they got knocked off the building during the storm of 1980X. How much does the Funplex, I suppose? So how can I help you, dear?
Star?
Well, I liked the sarcastic one on top.
That one is like the clown.
Yeah, we'll go for the start for the Saki one.
A Funplex? Is that when you suplex,
Yes, I've heard that one before, dear. Not very
Oh.
original.
Damn it!
Oh, I guess we're not romancing her.
Considering we've been open since 1970X, I've heard them all. But it's still nice to see young people with a good sense of humor. And
Yeah.
it's nice of you to try and cheer an old lady up.
Yeah.
Yes, by the way, I heard you called me an old lady.
Yes,
damn it.
these
I'm
needles
fucked.
are sharp. I like to make points.
I really do. Well, it is a factual statement, isn't it? No insult taken, dear. Please, call me Francine, as in Francine's Arcade Funplex. Get it? Actually, thinking about it, I suppose we were originally Frederick's Arcade Funplex, named after my dear departed husband. Sadly, he died peacefully in bed some years ago.
Please don't elaborate on that.
I was gonna make a
I'm
joke
sorry
here.
to hear
Same.
that.
Oh, don't be. He died doing what he loved, having intensely physical relations with me.
I asked you not to elaborate on that.
God!
Damn it, Cam!
Damn
I
it.
was kidding.
If that ice cream
I
truck
almost-
didn't go by, he would have been still alive.
That's information I needed to know. Yes.
And you are?
Sparrowson, ma'am.
That's quite an odd name.
I came here looking for a job. I understand my interview was, prearranged.
Ah, yes. The computer did send me a mail about that. I'd almost forgotten. Oh, shall we retire to the office to conduct your interview? I'd carry on out here, but it is rather noisy, isn't it?
Yeah, that crane machine is just so noisy.
Yeah, about that. How do you deal with the constant noise, anyway?
Earplugs?
Oh, eventually you just sort of learn how to filter out all the beeps and the boops.
And the Guile theme.
I can't figure out how to filter out just people in general. So wouldn't be able to handle that.
I have kind of learned how to filter some
It does
some
become
type of
background
noise.
noise at some point.
Yeah.
Mm.
It can take up to weeks to become accumulated, I found. But in the end,
It doesn't even matter.
it
Done.
doesn't even matter.
I tried so hard to
In the
get
end.
far.
And after that terrible rendition of the song,
She quirks an eyebrow.
Well, now, that's faster than the others. Not bad. So, shall we see what you're made of, This way, please.
That
See,
sounds.
the thing is, because we can't hear the sound of the game, there was a joke there in that it actually cut out most of the background noise right when he said done.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
I'm suddenly having because I've been rewatching a Snatcher LP very slowly this week. Snatcher does some fun things with the sound effects like that.
Penguin there,
I
baby.
love that poster. Oh, I want it.
Also, I love the
Penguin.
soda brand soda.
Oh, yes. Soda bin.
Francine
Soda
leads me
bin.
down a back hallway past public restrooms.
Behind
And
the
into
vaulted
door
door where...
marked employees only.
Just the two of them.
Oh, good. No
In an
bathtub
empty
filled
room.
with ice. Good. That's good. It takes all my restraint not to point out the extraneous apostrophe.
Welcome to our little backstage oasis. I'd suggest we do this in Gavin's office, but it's a bit too untidy. I don't blame the boy. He's been so overworked lately. Please, have a seat and we'll begin.
As quirky as this place in its owner may be, at least I'm confident I can nail the interview portion of the proceedings.
Oh, this interview.
You say that.
I've interviewed for a dozen jobs and held down 3. I know all the standard questions.
Who's your daddy and what does he do?
What are your greatest strengths? Where do you see yourself in 5 years? What do you see as your weaknesses?
Oh god, I really need to train for those.
Once, I even had to describe how to assemble a Lego set to prove my communication skills.
Way to do it.
Considering I ended up washing dishes, I'm not sure why, but
Maybe you're washing dishes for Legoland.
The point is,
Legoland!
I'm confident, prepared, I'm ready!
If you were a dinosaur, what dinosaur would you be?
What?
What's a dinosaur?
I mean, you're Sparrowson. You are a dinosaur. A tiny, fluffy one.
God, I love how his answers are basically what I say.
Yeah, I ran into that a lot when I streamed this game forever ago.
That. If you were a dinosaur, what dinosaur would you be?
Well, usually my reaction would be more of a what than a what, but...
Right. Okay. Maybe this wouldn't be a typical job interview after all. No problem. Go with the flow. Let's do this. Leroy!
Roy Jenkins!
T-Rex.
T-Rex.
Tyrannosaurus Rex. Mightiest of the mighty. Able to eat lawyers in one bite. Always
Lawyers?
the big bad in old-timey stop-motion monster movies.
Tiny,
mentioned
useless
lawyers,
arms.
huh?
That's what
A
happened
tiny,
with
useless arm.
Falcon.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah, yes, I got eaten by a T-Rex, and now Sparrowson is inhabiting my body. This is fine.
so you're self-conscious about your little tiny arms?
No.
Oh, fuck.
Yes.
It's okay, dear. They're nothing to be ashamed of.
I'm not petite.
You're not little.
What's your favorite snack?
favorite.
Snack? Well, if this was a favorite food question, I'd have this one down easy. It'd be cheese. It's tacos with lots of cheese.
Lots of
Always
cheese.
Tacos. But snacks?
Pizza bagels. Say pizza bagels. When pizza's on a bagel, you can have...
Shush you.
Hush, you.
Mm. Now, dear, I don't have all day.
After giving you a good thought, well, how could I forget my favorite snack?
Please tell me pizza bagels is an option. Damn it!
A tasty apple with almond butter.
An apple a day keeps the doctor away.
I just double sneezed. Okay.
Adorable.
Get a double.
The apple made you double sneeze.
It's also
Yes, so.
it's also the thing
No,
that
that's the rhyme. That's the rhyme. It
That-
told her.
that doctor is still after Sparrowson for his debt.
The doctor lived forever.
I mean, he
The
did
doc-
say that he did say that he wouldn't be done paying by the end of the 20th century.
No, like 2400 or something, I think.
I mean, guess which doctor it is?
And if I'm hungry, I need something that's got enough nutrients and protein to carry me through the rest of the day.
That's good. You know how to plan accordingly for any situation. Good for you. You know what they say. You are what you eat. Next question.
Nothing I prepared for has helped me plan for this odd interview.
That's just my experience with interviews in general. It's a case of, yeah, you got your standard interview. They're never standard.
Tell me about a time you and a coworker had a disagreement, and how did you handle it?
Well, I haven't worked before, so I wouldn't really have. Oh, actually,
They still haven't found the bodies.
What?
I mean, what?
Excuse me?
For the next one.
What assets can you bring to the team during the inevitable zombie apocalypse?
This reminds me of a conversation with some coworkers.
Is this interview for real, or is this a dream?
Well, this is
As
a
I look
dream
into
job.
Francine's deadpan expression, I know she's 130% serious.
Oh God.
She's more serious than serious.
Well, I'm essentially MacGyver. I can make anything out of a string, a match, and a screwdriver.
Hey,
Just don't ask me to prove that right now.
Just watch what I can make out of a jar, some string, and a bit of metal.
Especially if what you want is a screwdriver wrapped in burning string.
Just as a torch.
Good. We'll need someone to build makeshift defenses and think quickly in case we get surrounded.
Zombie apocalypse is gonna be any day now, you know.
Yeah. Don't you know I was going to say that? An inventive brain is always a critical role in any survival. Oh, and one more thing.
One more thing!
Why are you here?
Well, when a mommy and a daddy love each other very much.
Oh, no.
That's not what I meant.
So you see, it all started when little Billy was on the playground.
No!
The question is so simple and almost actually relevant to career planning that it takes me off guard. I told you, I came about the job offer.
Be sensible.
You're seeking a job, true. But that doesn't really answer my question now, does it?
I mean, sorta.
No doubt you think my interview questions are a bit silly, but I like to think of the Funplex as more than a collection of tasks and people to perform those tasks. Most folks my age opening arcades at that time saw it just another way to make a quick buck. But, well, I saw it as something else. Something more than a way to make a large pile of quarters. And I expect you'll find the others working here to see it as something more too.
Everyone has a dream.
Everyone has a dream they're chasing, dearie. And for my friends, it lies within the Funplex. Now, if all you want is a paycheck, I can provide that. But the last fellow in your position, that's all he wanted, and he didn't last long. So I ask you again, why are you here?
To play Virtua Fighter.
To be honest, I didn't have a better answer than why not. Buy the ticket, take the ride. That's what I told myself. But that wouldn't cut it here. I needed to actually think this one through.
Why did you choose us? You're kind of my last chance.
Yeah, generally we want to go with the stars. If none of the other choices look super appealing. I feel like my life's been stuck in a rut for over a decade. Now, I didn't mind, not really. I can go with the flow. But another decade of that? Too? Nah, I need to take a risk and try something totally new. Everyone's been pushing me to find a job that's more than a job, just like you're saying. Is this job my dream? I don't know, but I have to try. I have to take the gamble or I'll never get anywhere. Not to say I'm overly impulsive. I worked as a lifeguard recently. You have to be sharp and ready to act, but with a cool head. I can do that for your Funplex too. That perks her attention.
Oh my, rather a serious occupation that was. And an unusual step from such troubled waters to a land of make-believe. You enjoyed this role as a lifeguard, I take it?
Yes, ma'am. My roommate says she often notices me smiling after coming home from work.
Oh,
Which makes Francine smile in turn.
I can't say I can offer a role with such high stakes, but you'd be surprised at the many ways one can save a life. Even here. Very well.
Not in the instant, but you can make an impression on people.
I'm
Yep.
satisfied.
Yup.
Let's get you to work.
I breathe easier at that. Probably the weirdest job interview I've ever had, to be sure.
Work.
And yet, it felt appropriate.
Borg, borg,
Like,
borg.
it was about far more than just filling a slot on the payroll.
How goes?
Francine leads me back to the arcade floor to introduce me to my duties. It only occurs to me now that I forgot to ask exactly what duties this mystery job I'd accepted really involved. Francine gestures to the seat she was occupying previously, a stool behind the prize desk.
How much?
Welcome to your new position, Sparrowson.
Sitting here, you mean?
Dummy.
Sitting here and helping players redeem tickets for valuable prizes.
Such as this one, a Sega Genesis.
The wide array of pencil toppers, rubber spiders, tiny plastic toy cards, old ancient consoles on display.
Like,
Oh.
doesn't have a Dragonair plush.
Ooh.
Well, for prizes at any rate.
Oh look, there's the chocobo in the red mage gear.
Chocobo!
Yoink.
It's such a relief. I'd really been stretching myself thin lately, trying to fill in since the position was vacated.
If you don't mind me asking, ma'am, why did the last guy who sat here end up quitting?
Something about being so bored out of his mind that he felt like jamming one of those 500 ticket plush dolls down someone's throat.
Oh.
Oh dear. He just wasn't cut out for this line of work. Grandson or no, I have no patience for such nonsense.
Oh.
I'm sorry, the last person who worked this desk was your grandson?
Anyway, Gavin should be by soon. He'll handle paperwork and all that administrative nonsense. Now, if you don't mind, all this talking has tired me out. I'll be in the back office if you need me. Ah,
Okay then.
Those plushes are actually rather cute, I guess.
They
They're
look like
also-
they taste delicious.
I was gonna say, they look
They
like
are
peeps.
also very non-trademarked. I
Yeah.
adjusted my seating on the semi-comfortable stool, leaning against the desk. Beneath me, a wide array of cheap junk awaited my attention.
I mean, the little purple penguin in the upper right isn't too bad.
Yeah, it's from
Whoa.
the 500s.
Newt, newt.
Noot,
Noot,
noot.
noot.
And on that note, since we secured a job, it's now time to bring the video to an end.
We have a job.
Oh, we have job.
Do-do-do-do.
We are employed!
Do-do-do-do.
How are we gonna
You-
screw it up?
You have already
Oh.
you have already succeeded more in life than I ever did. Yeah.
Okay, I'm in the Raven. This has been Arcade Spirits. Joining me has been JKLantern.
I will play the Toe Jam and Earl, and none of you will stop me.
Okay.
Stop him! He's going to play down the top of the Star Princess HLC.
But what about those nice space quests?
Ooh.
It's quest.
Next up is Sarat.
Space Quest.
I mean, we're in an arcade. I have to go play Galaga now.
Viola.
Chocobo.
Fair
Of
enough.
course.
And Yoko.
I want to be buried in plushes and for my body to never be found again.
Okay.
You say okay to that way too quickly.
Well, we know what V is going for Yoko's birthday.
No, no,
All the
no.
plushies.
Guys, if you do that, I'm actually gonna cry and feel bad. You know how bad I feel.
All the plushies.
And on that note, till next time, be good, be well, and all that funky jazz. Bye, folks.
Goodbye.
Bye.